Good morning guys, Brent here with FoggyDew Films, and today we are tackling the Squeaky Limo's clutch. Again, that's on a 2022 RZR XP 1004. So yes, I'm going to be doing a clutch upgrade. This first video, I'm going to show you just how you remove both your primary and secondary clutches. Here we go. Alright, so right off the bat, you're going to chalk up your wheels, jack up the rear of your machine. And once you have that all done, you're going to remove the driver's side rear tire, so that way it's going to provide easy access into the clutch cover and all those wonderful things. Next, we will support the driver's side trailing arm by utilizing a jack stand. Once you have the tire off, you are going to tackle the lower shock mounting bracket. You're going to need two 18s, a wrench, and an impact. Next, we want to pull the shock forward and up and over to this side, so that way we can swing it back down here and out of the way. Now here's the problem. You're going to end up hitting this shock cover. All right, now there's two ways to actually accomplish this. The first way is you can take a T25 Torx bit, and there's going to be three of them, one here, one on the back side, and one on this other side. You will have to remove all of those, pop this cover off, and then this comes out really nice and easy. Or you can do it the lazy way and leave that on, reducing one step. What you can do is you can take your jack stand, slide it back like I have already done. I'm going to push on the trailing arm down, and what that will do is it will give me enough space to basically clear the shock cover and pull it out and set it to the side. Just like so. That allows just a little bit more access to your clutch cover and your air intake tube, which is what we are going to be tackling next. Next, you will use a 5/16 socket, and you are going to tackle this pipe clamp as well as this pipe clamp up here. These are what secure your clutch cooling air intake tube to your clutch cover. We're not removing those completely. We are just going to loosen them enough so that way we can wiggle this portion off and pull it from the clutch cover. And that should be enough for that one. And we'll just wiggle this off. Then we will tackle the upper one. Next, we'll utilize a 10mm socket, and we will remove this bolt completely, as it also secures the clutch cooling air intake tube to the clutch cover. Then we will remove the air intake tube. Next, utilizing a 5/16 socket, we will remove all 8 of the clutch cover bolts. Then we'll nice and easily remove our clutch cover. Now, as you guys can see, this will give you full access to both secondary and primary clutch, and that's what we're going to be tackling next. Now, carefully putting just a little bit of pressure with your hand on the outside. I recommend a glove for this. Again, don't put your fingers in here or anything like that. This shouldn't spin, but just in case it does, your fingers are out of the road. Using an 18mm socket, you are going to remove the bolt securing the primary clutch to the machine. Now at this point, you are going to need a specialty tool. This is the primary clutch puller that I picked up from HunterWorks. They claim theirs is the best. I'm sure every company does. Nonetheless, I went with HunterWorks, big clutch guy, and they make a lot of their own tools. So I'm going to utilize this clutch puller, and we're going to insert it into where we removed that bolt from the primary clutch. Make sure you thread it in with just your hands all the way first, and then we're going to take an impact and we're going to thread it in all the way until you feel it bottom out. And at that point, you're going to give a little bit more pressure on the impact gun, and your clutch should pop right off. Need a little bit more jam. Battery operated impact just wasn't enough power. So I'm breaking out the nut buster. Once that is complete, you will remove the primary clutch and pull it away from the belt. Once you have the primary removed, remove the belt from the secondary clutch. Now with the primary removed and the belt removed, go ahead and utilize a 15mm socket and go ahead and remove your secondary clutch. Alright folks, well that's going to do it for this one. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure you stay tuned to the next video where I will be disassembling both the primary and secondary clutch and installing a clutch kit. So that's coming up here guys. Again, as always, appreciate you watching. We'll see you on the next one.